Hey guys, how are you doing? Firstly, I have a new dress. Pika doesn't understand what this petticoat is, so he keeps trying to fight it and scratch it with his claws. So I don't know how long it will last, but yes, I like it in the meantime. I like that it has buttons. I like the buttons. Secondly, I thought I would do this video anyway, but as it's January, I thought it was a really good time to do it because people are making new starts and stuff, although it's like halfway through January, but never mind. This is myths about YouTube. Now, I hear lots of myths about starting YouTube or generally YouTubing in general. The cat is leaning on the tripod. Pikachu? No. Basically, there are lots of myths about YouTubing that I wanted to dispel for you guys in case any of you were interested in starting a YouTube channel. Can you not? So without further ado, here are myths about YouTube. Get off! Number 1, I can't do it because I'm not very good. Now this is kind of a chicken and egg situation in that you cannot get good at something unless you try. And lots of people will say, oh, I'm not going to start because I'll be rubbish. But that's like saying, I won't pick up a pencil because I'm not good at drawing. If you've never picked up a pencil, how can you know that you're not good at drawing? And if you've never picked up a pencil, you'll never get good at drawing. But how do you get started? Physically, I mean. Mentally, you have to prepare yourself, you can practice, you can talk in the mirror, but what if you don't have the equipment? You could easily say, I can't start YouTube because I don't have decent editing software, I don't have a camera, and obviously these are pretty legitimate concerns, but sometimes it's good to just go with what you have. I started using a really shitty webcam, and then the first time I got a touchscreen... Stop it! And then the first time I got a touchscreen phone, I used that as my camera because, you know, you can put it on the selfie camera. The selfie camera isn't as good quality as the regular camera, and it's not as good quality as a camera, but it will do. You can have one of those stands that's like a book, and it stands up on, it could stand up on here. You don't have to have a really high quality camera. You can have a digital camera, or you can have a camera phone. You can have a webcam, you can just use the webcam that's in the laptop if it works, fine. You know, we have the technology, everyone has some form of camera, and you can use that to get yourself started. If you look at YouTubers' first videos, I mean, did Dan start with a camera like this? No! He put his laptop on some books and DVDs. He's got a box to sit in, but he's on top of it. He doesn't want to go in it, he's on top. Pika, what are you doing? As for software, most devices now come with either Windows Movie Maker or iMovie, depending on what kind of computer it is. Get off! Anyone want a kitten? Yes, so most devices now come with their own software, and in my opinion, Windows Movie Maker is fine. Like, it doesn't necessarily do everything, but it kind of does everything you would need to do to get started. There are some websites that you can log into and do. I don't really trust them that much, I don't really like them. I prefer to use Windows. Obviously it's not the best software and it's a bit like, I use Windows Movie Maker, but it's fine. It works fine to get started. I use it, and you know what, it's okay. The third myth that I always hear is, oh, I can't start YouTube because I'm not attractive. Which kind of is a concern that people will have because they see all these gorgeous, sexy YouTubers, and it's hard because you think, I'm not attractive. Now, I could tell you guys that we're all beautiful in our own way, which is true, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know that deep down, but I know what you want. You want to be conventionally beautiful, like Dan and Phil, and Emma Blackery, and Dodie, and all these sexy, gorgeous people. The cat looks like he's watching a tennis match. Obviously, you don't have to be really attractive to start doing YouTube. If you just look like an average person, it's fine. It doesn't matter if you don't look like Dan and Phil, or you don't look like Carrie Hope Fletcher. At the end of the day, you don't have to look like a supermodel to do YouTube. You can just get out and film yourself and do it, and if you're interesting enough, people will like it, even if you don't look like Joe Sugg. Another one I hear a lot is, I can't do YouTube because I'm not confident. Now, we've heard that before, haven't we?
I mean, I've kind of always wanted to be somebody that posts videos, but I guess I've never really had the confidence.
Dan didn't always have the confidence, but somebody encouraged him, and he took the leap of faith, and look where he is now. The confidence thing is another chicken and egg situation. When you haven't started something, you can't believe in yourself because you don't have any experience in it, and you think you're going to be rubbish. But once you've practiced a few times, you gain the confidence, and then once you have confidence, you improve in quality, and your content might be a bit more interesting, and you might be speaking in a more confident way. Doing YouTube is like doing anything for the first time. YouTube is like sex. The first time you do it, you're not necessarily going to be the best in the world, but you will get better with practice. Whereas if you don't bother at all, you won't get better because you won't have tried. So as with anything in life, you have to take that first leap into something to get really good at it. Like sex. Nothing that's worth doing comes easily, and with things like YouTube or like anything else in life, you have to just do it and take the plunge. If your first video is rubbish, you can delete it, or you can just keep it on your computer as a souvenir and try again next time. You can practice talking to a camera, you can talk to a camera that's switched off, you can talk to a mirror, you can do it however you like, but until you do that first video, you're not going to have a second video or a third or a 50th video. You're not going to have your best video. Just do it! Yesterday, you said today. Today, you said tomorrow. Do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams! I hope you found that informative and helpful. I hope you liked my sex analogy, and I hope you feel that if you're someone who would like to do YouTube, that will give you the confidence to take the first plunge. Or you're just laughing and wondering what I'm doing with my life, which is probably what my cat's doing right now. So, have any of you thought about doing YouTube? I've heard on Twitter and stuff that some of you have been thinking about it, but let me know in the comments how you feel. Have any of you started YouTube and you don't know how to get more followers? Or have any of you been tempted to start but you're scared to take that first plunge? Let me know and we can all have a discussion about it. And I think that would be really good. It would be good if in this new year people started gaining confidence and doing things that they've always wanted to do. So let me know how you feel about that, and as always, have a lovely day. Bye!